Yeah, it's all aligned together, right? Where it's all part of this larger framework between a globalist and a nationalist. Because NATO represents a globalist, right? So how do you destroy NATO? You force them to fight a war in Russia. They can't possibly win. So Europe is militarizing, reintroducing the draft. Germany just announced that if you are between the age of 17 and 45 and you're a man, you cannot leave Germany for more than 3 months without permission. They just announced that, I think, today. So Germany is moving towards a war setting, and they'll probably introduce the draft at some point. Okay, because again, we have to understand that this is a war between the globalists and the nationalists. The globalists want to maintain power. They're willing to sacrifice anyone in order to maintain power. The nationalists want to assert their national sovereignty, right? So Putin is clearly on the side of nationalists, and the NATO represents the globalists. And this conflict is going to spill all around the world. And it's going to lead to civil war in America. And the civil war will never stop because transnational capital is really powerful. They'll have resources everywhere around the world. So imagine in 2030 to 2040, okay, these 10 years, how the world is structured, okay? You have Donald Trump trying to establish the North America Technate, the Greater North America Project, okay? And you have Russia establishing something called the Third Rome. Okay, that is their eschatology, where they think that Moscow is the third Rome after Rome and Constantinople, and there'll be no fourth Rome. All right, but then you have Pax Judaica rising, and Pax Judaica is where transnational capital will base a lot of their strength and resources. Right, because think about this: where if you're a trillionaire or a billionaire, and you're looking for the next great investment opportunity, the Middle East is the best place. Why? Because the war will have devastated the entire Middle East, and so you will have to rebuild. The Middle East is the hub of all trade in the world. So if you are Russia and you're trying to access Africa, you have to go through Israel, the Levant, right? And third of all, you have all this oil. And what is oil good for? Powering data centers, which allows you to build the AI surveillance state. Okay, so transnational capital is like Pax Judaica, Greater Israel. That's where we want to put our money. Right? So transnational capital reasserts itself in Pax Judaica. But it's not going to give up the world. It's still going to fight Russia. It's still going to fight America. Right? And it's still going to exert authority over East Asia. Right? So transnational capital is very good at stoking conflict, at creating chaos. That's how they generate their wealth. All right? So, but remember, like, as this is shaping, it's all a dynamic situation in that each nation is trying to assert its sovereignty, control over the entire world. And that's going to lead to a lot of conflict. But then also, we have to remember, like, a lot of these nations in Latin America will not enjoy being taken over by the Americans. So you'll have insurgencies funded by Pax Judaica, transnational capital.